We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Panthers of Omaha taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now here's the former Panther. Had some great years with him. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Rick Blair.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And now on the heels of the pick 6, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. Following the interception, Young flush to his right. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
And makes the score Panthers 8, 49ers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's McCloud from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He'll get it, and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all.
It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading.
Touchdown! Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
49ers nothing.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
It's 4th down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now.
Wishnowsky in punt formation for the 49ers.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Oh, nice move. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That throw by Young incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
3-3, ready.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Young working out of the gun. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Young. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Panthers. Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 60. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
49ers nothing.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, see, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 49ers nothing. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, I know he doesn't want a fumble lost by his name, but it was 4th down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually okay.
I'm just saying not all fumbles are created equal, and the defense would have had the ball there anyway.
Okay, so the defense gets credit now, right? Someone gets a nice little mark by their name, but it really doesn't hurt the other guy because he wasn't getting there anyway. I like that. Good job.
Fight, 97, 10.
Throwing, Young. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Ready?
The Young's going to throw for this. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
The score, Panthers 29. 49ers nothing.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Purdy's throw complete there to McLeod. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
What you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing here, Purdy. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal. Purdy now to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Let's go.
Now a first down throw for Young. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Reynolds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
Come on, set. 52 blaster. Hut, hut.
Now here's Young. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Let's go.
And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 7.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from going up by 30. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Ray McCloud to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Young. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Here's McCloud from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Mitch Wishnowsky in one formation for the 49ers.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, it's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are pouring it on. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
Ready?
Now Young. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know if we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would... I mean, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just said, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to back.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
He'll take it at the 42. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Watch out now.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Young on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
10 cycles.
They go play action. Young.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart, even for a talented receiver. Those are tough to hang on to. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Now Purdy. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
On the ready. Clock, 10. Faster, faster.
Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Ready, ready.
Young off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. His pass caught at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Young will set to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The Young's going to throw for this. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
57, 49ers 6.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards they lost, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A play fake. Now Young. He'll buy some time right. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 1st and 10, Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Panthers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Here is Young. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rolling to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Down the left sideline. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Ready.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
On the ball.
Young to throw it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 7. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
On the double.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
22 yards. And
a 1st down throw for Young.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Here we go.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Smash, Brad. Ready.
It'll be Young again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
10 cycle. On the ball.
Young working out of the gun.
He's got Mingo.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to speed things up here. From the red zone now, Young. Flushed out right.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 9.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
60 bison.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Purdy now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. Down the sideline he goes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Purdy will throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. A wild throw there, and it is hit. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
49ers 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Young here to throw.
First down.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now Young. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now for the PAT, here's Johnson.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. it's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Purdy with one final shot here.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this